Good afternoon, guys. So today, I hope everybody's having a great day, first off. But today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm actually recording while I'm going to create, and normally I don't do that. Normally I create it and then I kind of do a walkthrough. But let's try it and see how it goes. I was hoping that maybe it would get me to make decisions a little bit quicker for the process. If you've been following along with me, I have a video on how I created these vintage looking sliders out of the junk mail windows. And I have these, and I thought, well, now let's create a place to put them. So what I did is I found this piece of wallpaper that I really like. It shows as almost like cork, but it gives a kind of a cool texture. So I thought that would be a nice background. And then I just took some craft paper and covered it inside. It's like 8.5 long by maybe 6, 7 by 8, just 8 high. So 8.5 wide by 8 high. And then I divided these based upon my sliders. So I have a couple that are bigger, and I needed them to be able to fit in the middle. So I just kind of laid them out, and then I did score marks to where I thought the doors would open and close comfortably. And then I also want to point out, I did one door wider than the other door. So when this one closes, there's that gap right there for like a little folio. I haven't sewed yet. I may sew. I don't know. Even doing this video, I'm not exactly sure how long before my time cuts out. So this is all going to be new and kind of trial and error. So hopefully you guys will bear with me. I pulled out several kind of coordinating colors out of my scrap bin under the table, and I thought my goal was just to kind of go with color and see how I can lay this out the best way possible. Here's some kind of seam binding. Well, it is seam binding, but I thought it looked good. And then this is just a piece of cut off the file folder piece with the little variegated, the little lines that are in there. And ironically, it fit right in that fold of that seam binding. So I thought that would help sturdy it up. And what I was thinking on doing is that I have several different types of these. I have one that's on a bullpen, and then paper clip, whoop, and those two are both double-sided, and then the ones that are just, you know, like a normal slide. So I thought I needed something where I could hang, maybe, or pin these on. So that is where I'm at right now. I thought, let's just do it, get on, let's video. You're never gonna know what each way a videoing is until you just do it. So here we go. I just have the script, and I thought I wanted to make some little bit of background in here. Kind of maybe just nice and light. Let's see, maybe a little bit on this side, like that. So it's just nice and light. And it'll kind of give a little interest behind it. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, you guys can see my crazy thought process too as I go through this stuff. and why it tends to take me so long. So I think I want this side here. And if I poke a hole in it, then I can hang. And if I move it over, I might even be able to get to hang two behind. I'm trying to keep in my mind though, too much bulk so it doesn't close. But I think that'll work. So I'm gonna go ahead. I should have grabbed these out. My little, see what color, maybe these will just work. Poke some holes here. I want to straighten this edge up. And my thought is if I line it across here without just kind of snugging up to that crease line, but with not going in it so that it opens and closes kind of with ease. And then probably right about there, we can always trim that up in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of glue here to that fabric to kind of secure that there. And then on this side, like that. And then I can really get my thumbnail, really get in here and just kind of grunge up the edges of this. Or not, depending on if you like grunge or not. Okay, so I think that could be good. Now, to make sure that we keep in mind so that that can kind of hang, I'm just going to put a dot there, and then I think I want to go ahead and plan ahead. I don't have one yet, but move that there. In case I want to hang up a second one. So I'm going to put this on my little chomper here. We'll go ahead and get both of those punched now. Let's see, I got my small one in already. So maybe the brass would be kind of cool in here. Oh, did I miss that? I think I did. There. Okay. I'm going to put this one in. My little tricky little guy. Set this one. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to make sure that I hang it the right way. I could probably actually move this clear to the top so that as they're hanging, if I do one more, I might even be able to get 2 out of here. So I'm going to have to glue the 3 sides and leave the bottom so that the hook can go in and out. So I'm going to go ahead and put, and then just for a little extra support, I'm going to come down just a hair. And then line it up in here. Something like that. And then let's see how that works for us. Maybe I should have seen how that worked for us before I started. Oh, nope, that should be perfect. So that, once that glue dries, so that should be able to slide right in there. And then that on. And then you can kind of move that whichever direction you want. Maybe up would be cool. Give it a little more. Okay, so I don't want that in there now because I need that to dry. Okay. So there's one. And if it's hanging, I could do hang and hang, so 2 hangers here maybe. That one's there then. Like that. So it'd be hang and hang. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I'm gonna line those up. And it looks like about 1/4 of an inch off here and here. And then I also did a little script stamping right there. So I'm going to attach this first. Okay, better check and see if we're still videoing. We are. That's good. Whoop. And hopefully we'll be able to complete this in one video. If not, and then we get abruptly cut off, I'm really sorry. But if you keep your eye out for round 2, hopefully I can continue where we left off. So I'm just going to add a little script stamp on here. Nothing too major. And then I'm going to make sure I don't lose my pin. Poke our holes. That up, we can set our eyelids. I should have pulled 4 out, but I guess I wasn't thinking I was going to do 2 of them. Hopefully they're right on top. And 2. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that there to monitor my hanging room. So there, and that should be about perfect. I'm just going to put a little glue there to mark my spot. And my fabric, okay. About the same, I don't want it up into the crease. I come to about there. And then the same thing, I want to glue the 3 sides and then come down just for a little extra stability there. We'll line that up there and there. Oh, make sure that they close, and they do. Okay, so that's going to be really cute. Now, for the ones that are on paper clips, we could kind of do the same thing maybe, but if we do it at a different spot to kind of keep the bulk down, maybe we do it the opposite, this here and then this 2 strips there. That would really kind of tie that together. Hopefully I got enough here that I can do just 2 more. If I slow down, I feel like I'm kind of rushing. I apologize. This would probably be good if I just line this right now. I know I need to. And I really hope I am not mumbling. And I had checked and we're still recording, so that's good. Maybe I set this down, make life a little bit easier on myself. Get that little fold out of there. Okay. Not sure. Might have still a little bit on here. Nope. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Start there. Like that will work. Kind of fill that in a little bit. I was just thinking it would be kind of cool if you did a little folio and did, you know, all birds or all butterflies or all of the same sort. Then you could have cute little, you know, butterflies going across here, or a wing, or okay, so want it about there. That should be spaced pretty nicely. Okay. Do the same thing on this side. There's one. And two. Get my distressed ink. Just gonna kind of hit those edges just a hair, or a lot, depending on your preference. Again, so it'll look like that, and then it'll kind of coordinate, other than this one won't have the eyelets poked in them. So the reason I'm trying a different means of videoing, I got a new phone, and it tends to okay, so I want to make sure I don't climb up too high on this. It tends to cut off at a very short amount of time. So I thought I would try the video already on my channel and see how long that allows me to video, or if it's going to make a difference. But we're still on, so I think we're good. Okay, so if I put that there, just kind of for my guide. Make sure I don't have it too far in that center. And then I also want to make sure I don't go too far up. So right here, that's where I want that. And then it didn't stick, so I'm just going to add a little bit more behind that. Okay, gonna line that up there. When that's poked in there, should sit like that on both of them. Now at this point, you could probably even sew down your centers. I mean, if you wanted to sew around it and help just give these an extra stability. I think I'm probably going to do that. Just hit it with the sewing machine and see where that, just because I think it's going to be the wear and tear, you know, lifting, if you lift or if you don't. I mean, if you put this in a book, in a journal, it could be cool as its own page. As I need to cut this off. So, what about the bigger ones, or the wider ones for the center here? Which I have two wide ones. I could do a little tiny tuck where it kind of goes in. Or what if this could be fun? What if we did corners? Okay, I think this I think this is the way I want to go. Already got it pulled out, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and darken these up because I don't want it white. Not in this one anyway. I did one. Put that one on there. Go ahead and hit that. Make sure that it's the right side. Is that gonna be, might need to move that up. Let's see. Just because that fabric, that will work. Those can go right there. So instead of a pocket, we'll just put them on little picture hinges. And then maybe could do the same here. You could put 4 on there or 2. I was just thinking 2. It would just be easier and help kind of save on both just in this one. If I push those up in the corner. And then kind of offset it a little bit. Ha! So winged. And then a butterfly hanging. And then these little pockets come out. Or you could always, because we not glue at the top, we kind of made a pocket. So you could always even just slide them. Little extras like that. Or maybe even a slide underneath and then hang. Okay, so I'm liking this. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop right now. Just to kind of see how this is now going to upload and make sure that it's all through. But this is the direction I'm going in it. The next one, we'll fold it and work on the cover, and we'll have ourselves a cute little folio. All right, thank you everybody for joining me, and thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you all. And I hope that you all have a great day. Goodbye.